All right, so we're at Kruger Gate Hotel, but the story of today actually starts yesterday. So yesterday began like any other day at 7 a.m., except for we were in Maputo, Mozambique, at an embassy compound for families that live there. One of our friends actually lives there, and she's on the trip with us with her family, and we were staying with them before we decided to come out to Kruger National Park.
The alarm went off. We set off for South Africa, and we got all the way to the Mozambique-South Africa border until civil unrest.
Yeah, so as it turns out, yesterday happened to be the day that there was a large civil unrest protest on the South African side of the Mozambique-South African gate. Apparently, it was like this taxi association, truck association deal. The military had to get involved. They were burning cars. Kind of wild. Nonetheless, we got there right as the civil unrest was happening, unfolding, and they would let us pass through to South Africa. However, we couldn't go anywhere. The roads were immediately stopped by the police. And when we got to the South African border, their IT system went down with the immigration, so it's not even like we could even get our passport stamp regardless. So we got, the 1 hour, 1.5 hours to the border, only to just be kind of kept in perpetuity there. We decided to turn around and head back.
We were basically back to Maputo, and our friend that was had a little CB radio app on his phone got word that the Rossano Garcia border crossing was now open. So we turned it right around.
So for us, it was a no-brainer. Like, Kruger was one of the reasons why we came here, outside of seeing our friends, of course. But, we wanted to go on safari. We wanted to see Africa. And so we just turned the vehicle right around and beeline back to the border.
And it couldn't have been any better timing because we needed every last minute that we had. So we got to the border. Our friend is a diplomat and was able to get us right through the backlog of people at the crossing. Got our passport stamped, got back on the road pretty expeditiously.
And so now we're in South Africa, and this is great news. And
I think we're home free, by the way.
Yeah, getting that passport stamped at the border so expeditiously, we didn't realize how important that would be until a few hours later when we actually got to the park. Once we got to the park, we ran into our second, third, fourth issue where they didn't want to let us into the park because they closed the gates at 6:30, promptly at 6:30 p.m. every night. And
it's just past 5 at this point.
We were arriving just past
They said there's no way to make it through the park in that amount of time. You'd have to go around. But our friend used her charm,
persuasive
skills, and they let us through. And it actually ended up being kind of cool because it was right around dusk. So the animals that we saw first on this trip were actually en route to...
Yeah, just in fast forward.
A little blurry, but we
fast.
See that.
But we got to see them, and we actually got to the park gate right before it closed. 5 minutes. 6:25. 5 minutes to spare. And so that was fantastic. We got out. We saw our hotel, the bright light on the hill, it felt like, and we were able to make it to Kruger Gate and get checked in. And from there, the issues kind of dissipated. It was smooth sailing from there. We had a wonderful dinner here at the hotel.
Followed by a luxurious 90-minute massage, which was a first for us. And just a phenomenal, fantastic experience.
Yeah. And then a 4:15 wake-up call this morning to go do our sunrise safari. We had an excellent guide. He has been here for 21 years, Edgar, so ask for him by name. He's been here for 21 years. He knew all the spots. He knew exactly where everything was. And
it was really cool, too, because one of the trucks would pull up and they would tell each other, I think, what animals they had seen or where to find desirable, exciting animals.
And with his expertise, we were able to see 25 animals, including a lot of elephants, giraffes, a lot of gazelles or...
yeah.
And then
At the end of the morning, we saw a lone leopard.
Saw a lone leopard.
That was exciting.
I might wear my leopard shirt tonight.
You could actually. Hold on. So
Yeah, let's get this in the shot.
remember what it looks like.
Yeah, that's it. That bad boy's going on for dinner tonight in honor of our safari today. And that brings us to right now. And we're about to jump into our suits, go down to the pool, and then probably end up getting another massage tonight, because why not? And that'll be the end of Kruger, the end of this video, and then we will head to Mozambique
Montadoro is our third and final stop.
for the coastline to kind of just ride it out for the rest of the time.
And this guy's going to relax.
This guy's gonna relax.
He's been working so hard on our memory capturing.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the pool.